Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I know normally today I would have a planner video up, but I did this awesome collab with PandimensionalSpaceZombie, and
today is the day that I'm uploading the video.
For this collab, basically PandimensionalSpaceZombie had this awesome idea of creating Sailor Scouts as D&D characters, but I read the fine print, and in there it also said based off of Magic the Gathering characters, or was it characters? Because, like, there's only a few characters that are actually, like... Anyways. So, oh my goodness, what? I used to play Magic the Gathering a lot. A lot of money went into that. And things have changed. I don't really talk about that anymore. So, when I used to play Magic in Modern, one of my favorite decks to play was Merfolk. Although it wasn't that strong back when I was playing it, it was still really fun. And I love fucking mermaids. I'm obsessed with The Little Mermaid.
Favorite Disney princess.
Anyways, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make a merfolk. It's gonna be awesome. Originally, this was gonna be Sailor Mercury. And then I kind of just went crazy with the hair. And I was like, I can't really justify that Sailor Mercury has this long of hair. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And yeah, so I was like, wait, Sailor Neptune makes way more sense when creating a merfolk Sailor Scout. So I first was just sketching around to see what I was gonna do. Then I fell in love with this sketch, which you guys didn't really get to see that much because the video would have been even longer than it is already. And I don't know, I think on this video I kind of just wanted to focus on playing with a new medium and having fun with that. In this piece, I'm using Arteza watercolor pencils, which I've been having a lot of fun with. I actually used those in the last video I did, which was Pokemon Go art, and I don't know, I don't really like watercolors, I feel, because I rush them, and I tried really hard not to rush. I really wanted to create something that I was really proud of, so I took my time and I thought about it, and I'm just really happy with how this turned out. Anyways, back to the watercolor pencils. I really do enjoy using these because I think it gives me the control I like, but also the really, I don't know how to explain the watercolor effect I like, but it's not precise the type of style I like, I guess. Like, you could see it kind of in her chest area. It's just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say dirty, but like super textury. That's the word I'm looking for. So I really love that super textured look, but then when I do things like hair, I like to have more control because I really like to do that a bunch of line work within. So I tried my hardest to take my time on this. I let the spots dry when they needed to dry, and I feel like I want to experiment with watercolor pencils more, and I don't know, I've just, ever since I got that sketch box with the watercolor pencils in there, I've just been having a lot of fun. So obviously, in true Constance fashion, most of this piece was me working on hair and slowly building up, and I'm really glad that I decided to stick with using the pencil for the hair. I was originally gonna do all the line work in either my Staedtler fine liners or maybe try my Faber-Castell Pitt pens, which I do love those, do not get me wrong, but I'm just really happy. It looks more like there's more movement in the piece. I feel like when I use fine liners, I try and get like really precise fine lines, and then it almost like takes all the movement and feeling out of my pieces. So I think this is something I also want to experiment with more, because when I make my sketches, to me there's like movement and you can like feel the life of the sketch, and that's one of my favorite parts of creating like just art in general, is it's the story. And I feel like sometimes when I go to use the line work, it just gets stiff, and you know, I always know that about my art, and I always try and do something new to fix it. I've tried not doing such precise, perfect line work. I'm not saying my line work's perfect, but I try really hard to make sure, you know, the lines are in the right places, but I think that does hold me back from having more flowy pieces. So this part that we're on now is actually my favorite mistake I've ever made when creating art. So actually, I'm kind of past that now, but I was drawing scales on her arms and legs. I originally wanted her chest area to be all scales as well, but I didn't want to, I liked how the blending turned out and I didn't really want to ruin that. So, I mean, you could interpret it how you want, if it is skin or not, or if it's like an outfit. So I drew scales on her arms and legs and I was like, man, this is too dark. So it was too overpowering. So I was like, oh, what if I'm not sure if it got cut out or not, but I lightly covered it with colored pencil, and then I thought, oh, this isn't really doing what I want. So then I decided to try and blend it with the paint that was already there, and it came out with this really cool, like, the ink was bleeding, and I just loved it. And honestly, I want to try that more. I'm so excited for Mermaid because I'm gonna try that so much. And then I just really added gel pen speckles to give it kind of a reflective look because she's a merfolk and she's underwater. I might revisit this with a different background because I like the kind of like pink glowy effect she has, but then I kind of wish the background was darker, and I do struggle with backgrounds. That's something I need to work on more, but overall, I'm super happy with how this piece turned out, especially with how much I was stressing about doing a nice job on it. So that's basically it. Please check out PandimensionalSpaceZombie. I will have their information linked down below. I'm sure they're going to create something awesome. I honestly can't wait to see it. And if anyone else participates, I'll be sure to link their information down below as well, because more people were possibly going to be doing this collab with us. And thank you guys all so much. I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!
P.S. If you want to subscribe, you can do that. Or like this or comment on this. It's pretty awesome. I mean, you'd be pretty awesome if you did that. Thanks, bye!